Hi, my name's Erica.
And I'm Kevin.
Welcome to Accio Whip, episode
59.
Flosstube
Flosstube.
number 59.
That's right.
Older than me.
Ugh.
Way older than me. Way older than
Way
me.
older than you. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're here.
Hello.
Hello. We are prepping for StitchCon. Suitcases are out.
Yep.
Projects are out. Clothes are out. Cats are loving it.
Cats are enjoying our bags.
Yep. They crawl into the suitcase and go. Oh.
So now all our clothes have hair. I mean, not that they didn't before, but now they're even worse.
Yeah. Well, whatever. So, anyway, a couple weeks have been by. I think Miss Erica's got quite a bit of stitching to show this evening.
Yes, I made up for the past couple weeks. where I've only shown like 6, but the new month came out, so I have a bunch.
Yeah, all the new challenges, all the new goals.
Yep, I do Sammy J. Whippagories. I don't know if I've ever said that, but I do, and I don't remember what anything.
You do WhipGo too.
And I do WhipGo. Yep.
And I do Magazine Monthly, as you all probably know if you've seen us before. If you're new, welcome.
Hi.
But for those of you returning, no, I'm hardcore into the Magazine Monthly challenge.
Hardcore.
Well, I can say that because I haven't missed a month this year. And then, we play a board game with some of our Stitchy friends, and then we play a board game between the two of us.
Oh, yeah, I gotta figure out whose turn it is.
It's yours. Mine. Yeah, you owe me 200 points, by the way. So, points equal stitches. And, I think I mentioned it last Flosstube, probably around September time, I'll go through how we play our Monopoly game. And it's kind of a head-to-head Monopoly.
It's just easy.
To us, it's easy, and I think it's pretty easy to explain. So I'm going to try to explain it. I did try to explain it early on, our first year of Flosstube. You might be able to find that video. I don't know what number it was.
We need to look that up.
But I'll do a much more in-depth demo of what we do with our Monopoly, probably about September, maybe August.
I like our Monopoly because at a 9 out of 10, I think I've won.
Yeah, she usually wins. That's why she likes it.
I like it.
All right. Well, anyway, let's.
It's the only thing I beat him at.
Yeah.
I can't beat him at anything.
That's not true. Not true. Yeah, well, Skippo Queen there.
Oh! I think when we played last time, I did not win anything.
Well, that's because I had our son-in-law feeding me.
I know. I think
he dislikes me and he gives me all the good cards, so I win.
Totally cheats.
Yeah, he's just trying to get on my good side.
Yeah. He needs to. He needs to.
All right, well, why don't you kick off what we've done for the last couple weeks? We won't talk anymore about StitchCon. We'll talk to you all about that when we get back. Mm-hmm. But let's get in what we've done for a couple weeks.
I've done a lot.
No,
I've done.
Prove it.
I've worked. I've done all sorts of things. Oh, you mean what I've done for stitching?
What you've done for stitching,
yes.
Yes. We can talk about work if you want to talk about work.
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
Because mine does not last for long.
She'll just go fall asleep when I start talking about work. She does. But...
My work, well, yeah. I mean, it's one way to go to sleep.
And when she talks about her walk...
Anyway. My first project that I'm going to show, I don't know when it was when I did it, but this is Celtic Christmas by Lavender and Lace.
Yep.
Here's where it was before. It is on 28 count dusty green Jobelan.
Yeah, that's a pretty color.
Yep. I did some on her hair, and I think I brought some of the lines down.
The border?
The border, yep.
Is that supposed to be... Is there more on this side, or is it supposed to be offset?
It's offset because at the bottom, her... train goes out farther.
See it with the glare. Oh, okay. Yeah.
See, her train goes out farther than the border.
So there is a little offset on the border. Okay.
Yeah, so there we go. And I was ready to do her skin, and I've been debating on whether I want to go 1/1, and I'm skipping that until I figure out. It's only, I think, 138 stitches, so that means...
Times 4.
Times 4, and so it's only... But,
I thought it was 200 something. She's like, well, it's 200, so if I do 1/1, it's only going to be 400. I'm like, no, it's times 4. It's going to be like 800 stitches, not 400 stitches.
Anyway, I still haven't figured out whether I want to do that. And I still don't know. I just wanted to point out that this is in a Vicky Stitch and Button bag.
Oh, that's my bag.
And...
It's a mural of me.
Yeah, and Kevin modeled this.
Yep.
Just FYI. Yeah. Yeah. So, just...
We laugh every time we see that.
Yeah.
So.
Just thought I'd show that one.
Do another one.
Okay. My next one is Scary Sampler.
Ooh, yeah.
This one is a lot. I looked in, and there's, I look at other things, and I've got like 1,000 stitches or whatever per color. There's a few that are 6,000 stitches.
Wow.
It's a lot of stitches.
It's a lot of stitches.
Anyway, here's where it was before. This is on 32 count vintage Stormy Night Lugana, and it's just like my vintage country Mocha, so I will do a lot of this. I outlined the what is that? The casket. And I did some more green, and I did some more on the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. So, anyway, I worked down here. I don't think I did any of the words, but yep.
Hold it there for a second. Ah, okay.
So there's that one.
I'm wrangling a huge piece of fabric here, so. Okay, speaking of vintage Stormy Night, and I don't know why Zweigart does this, but they call their 40 count version of that just Stormy Night. No vintage. So, but
I'm wondering if it was just on. Never mind. Go on.
I don't know. Everywhere I've looked, that's what it was. But anyway, okay. I pulled out, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the last Flosstube. I was stitching the wrong thing, and that's my Templar's Prophecy by Long Dog Stitchery. Sampler. Long Dog Sampler. This is my long-term project. So, I don't know why I didn't pull it out of the bag. I pulled a thread out. That was smart.
Did you start that on Leap Day?
No, I did not. This is my New Year's new start for 2025.
Okay.
And here's a picture of what it was before. But yeah, this is on 40 count Stormy Night by Zweigart. Linen, of course. Actually, they make a 40 count Lugana these days, so... But here's where it is now, and pretty much I'm pulling across the top border, almost to the end of page 2 on the border, working over to page 3. So you can tell it's going to be pretty wide, but I got a full half yard of this wrinkly fabric.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, sorry. I will cut it down once I get to the side, and then I'll start working down the left side to the bottom, and then I can trim off the bottom, and then I'll have my cut of fabric and plenty of fabric probably to do a lot of other things. And I don't know where to put this. All right there. That looks good.
All right, my next one is Octopuss's Garden by Blackbird Designs.
The Beatles.
This one I made a mistake, and then I fixed it, and then I fixed it wrong, and then I had to fix it again, and so I will explain to you about what I did. So, I always sit forward. Anyway, here up.
That's fine.
Yeah. Fine. Anyway, so this is on. Look at that vintage Stormy Night. Haha. So I did this one. I did this border here, and I knew it was right because it you do your things, and then I knew it was right, and so then I took out a few things in here because I knew this was right. So then I started doing it again, and then I realized that the thing that I knew was right was wrong.
The border was wrong.
I had to go back because I missed a spot, I don't know, about here, and so then I had to fix all that again. So anyway, it's all good now. And there you go. I'm pretty happy with this one. It's not that big, and so I keep thinking that maybe I could get it done pretty easily. And every time I work on it, it seems a lot longer than. I think the whole counting thing is.
Yeah. For all you people that do the border first, kudos, because I could not do it. I've tried it a few times, and my border's always been off. And then I'm like, ah.
I always do the border and the inside just so that way I can double check. And so then I double checked, but I knew the border was right. And
you knew wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't. So. Anyway.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine.
Go ahead.
Did I do 2? Yeah. Okay,
I don't know if you did 2. But go ahead and do another one.
Anyway, my next one is Maleficent Double Exposure. This one I am just doing on an 18 count white. This is where it was before. And I did a lot on this. I don't know how much you could tell because a lot of it is just...
the same color?
Same color. Can you pull, please?
Yeah.
but I did do that, so that's new. I think I did more in here.
Are you up high enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where it goes down to. So, this color is apparently a lot because it's this right here, and you can't really tell. I mean, let's see if. So now you can tell that there's actually different colors. But, so this one is a lot. So some Aurora is going to be here, and she's all one color. She's all this. I think it is 839 or something else. I don't know. Anyway, I have one more Raven to go up here, and
you might want to look at this bit here.
Need to tack that down a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little loose thread there.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, but
yeah, I try to if I because like on this one there's 3 extra stitches of a different color. I mean, this is all one color, and so then I go from here. I try to tack it down behind to get to this one, and then I tack it down behind to get to this one.
Yep.
Apparently I missed one that tacked down because...
No, that's on your horn. It's not on the bird.
I know. I haven't done these ones, but the horn I did not tack down good enough. So
easy fix.
I gotta figure out how to tack that down.
Easy fix.
Yep. Easy.
Easy fix.
I'm thinking about taking this to StitchCon because it's an 18 count and it's a lot of block stitching, but I also have other things I want to take. And I've taken this to
lots of retreats.
Excuse me. I'm done with. Sorry, we had dinner.
Hiccups.
And I'm tired of taking that to retreats.
Yep.
So.
I don't blame you. There's a few that I take to every retreat now. I'm not taking them this year. So.
Like this one? No, you don't take this one.
I don't take this one. No, but first of the month come along, and I told you I've been excited to work on this. And I put some in. And this is Defender of the Seas by the Stitch Crypt. And here's where it was before. And this is on my favorite fabric called Smack the Jellyfish by Live and Die LA. And that's what it looks like. And I pretty much worked on
the waves, right?
This wave over here. Yeah, I'm down to the waves. So I worked on this wave over here.
Do you need some help?
No, I'm good. And
is all the top done?
All the top's done except for the rib cage. So if you look, there's some back stitching on the rib cage. And I'll do that, but I'm waiting until I get the waves done. I am about 80+% on this. I'm taking this to StitchCon. I think I have a total of 400 stitches left to do, plus the back stitching. So I'm hoping to finish this at StitchCon coming up this week. So excited for that one to be a finish. I started this one April of last year, so just over a year old. This project is, which is a relatively new project, but it'll be good to get that done. And that was the S in the acrostic suites, the last S, and that's because it's the Stitch Crypt. So, or C's, take your pick.
C, yes.
Yep. Or a Sea Hag.
Sea Hag.
Yeah.
All right, my next one is Turkey Day by Cottage Garden Samplings. This one is on...
It's a beast.
Vintage Country Mocha. And here's where it was
looks
before.
like Stormy Night.
Or, I'm sorry, Lugana Stormy Night. I have my favorites, and you can't get me to go to anything else.
The vintage line.
Except when I go to something else. Anyway, I filled in a lot of his body. I did a little bit on his gobble.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
And, yep. And I did some of the outlining over here.
Ooh.
There's Cottage Garden Samplings. They have a little thing, and so you think it's a little project, and it's about 9,000 stitches.
It's huge.
So it's not little. My next one is the oldest whip, and it is Winter White Santa by Mirabilia.
Yeah, that's your target for year finish, right?
It is going to be finished this year. Here's where it was before. I am going to need you to help me on this one.
Okie dokie.
Because I have something I need to show. Anyway, here's where it is now. I did some more down here. I did some beads. And I think I did some more over here somewhere. Okay, so I am doing it on a 32 count. So, where is those? Okay. I did some of the beading. And here is the beading of the staff. Do you know that staffs don't go sideways? Like, I'm sorry if you see this beading right here. It goes back and forth and does not go. So eventually when I finish all the because it's on 32 count, it doesn't quite
the beads don't fit.
The beads don't quite fit. So I'm going to do a straight stitch to go up in between all those, so that way it will lay straight. So, yep. Yeah, see that? That just looks awful.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, once I get the straight stitch, but I think there's a few more of the beads going up here and a few more going down here. So I will.
You know, all staffs aren't straight.
This one is.
Okay. I understand his is supposed to be, but.
Yeah, because he's Santa. He's got a straight staff.
Yeah, well.
Unlike the people that have just wood, that the stitch goes like this.
Depends on what I find on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I was wondering why that didn't do that. Okay.
Oh, boy Alberto. Okay.
Boy Alberto. Don't know that saying.
It's a jerky.
It is a jerky.
Oh, I should have put this one out first. This was the end of last month. Don't remember what the prompt was. Hold on, I can backtrack here. Don't remember what the prompt was.
I don't bring my book over that tells what I've done.
I do.
And why.
And mahogany. This was the N in mahogany from last month's acrostic, and that's the Namarie Tapestry by Modern Folk Embroidery. Here's where it was before. I'm doing this on a 40 count Murky by Picture This Plus, and I'm doing this as a monocolor.
I don't think I realized you were doing that on Murky, the real Murky.
The real Murky. I'm going to need your help to somehow... let me fold it this way. Technical difficulties. Really should get a board.
I have one. I made one.
I know. And here's where it is now. And I know this gets blown out every time. And I wanted to take a picture that would actually show the colors because it really does look good in person. But what I did is I brought this border down on that side. I want to hold this top over here.
Of course.
Yeah, I brought this border down. If you can see, that's all the swirlies. And I think I might have possibly brought some stuff over there. I don't know if I got up there or not. It was my plans to do it. But yeah, I pretty much brought that border down. I don't know if we can tilt it. Every time this one just does not want to show up, but it does look really good in person, so.
At first, when you were doing it, I did not see it at all. And now that you've gotten farther, it's looking like I can actually see it.
I kind of wanted it to be kind of tone on tone and faded to make it look like an old tapestry. I can actually cut the fabric because I have this much fabric, but that's the width of the pattern. So I can cut about that much fabric off. So
about 8 inches.
That's a good 12 inches.
12. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. That should have been the first thing on the list. Oh well.
How dare you?
Oh well.
All right. My next one is Spooky Stories by the Black Needle. I am doing the Scissor fob. I asked my daughter 1 or 2, and she picked 2. So I'm doing the Witch Scissor fob. And I am almost done with it. This is a brand new, this is one of my Start Go. And here's where it is.
Oh, wow.
So I don't have much to do on this. I think I might take it to StitchCon, but then I don't want to take a bunch of smalls that I'm just going to get done with and then have to put away. I don't know why, because then I can actually get it done. And so why not take it with me? So I have the finishing stuff because it came. So here's the finishing. It's on a it's like a bag tag. So that one's almost done. That was my new start for this year or this month for Start Go.
Start Go.
My other one is Immortal, which I started doing and I only did 50 stitches. And Candy, the 614 stitcher, says, "Hey, why don't we start that at StitchCon?" So I stopped working on it because it's only 50 stitches, so it's technically a start, but not yet.
Not in your book.
No,
in my book that would have been a start, but
what was that? What was that
50
saying?
50 stitches thous.
50 stitches doth a new start make.
Doth a new start. Right, go ahead.
Okay. My next one is another Blackbird Designs,
wow.
Lady Liberty. I had already done the top, and so I'm working on the border. And again, this one actually only has 250 more stitches. And I worked over here on the left. And there's where I worked on.
Take your pick, left or right.
Well, it's my left, so it must be your left. Am I left?
I don't know. I always get it backwards, so.
I have issues with rights and lefts, so it's this side. Anyway. So I'm excited.
Cool.
I got that one. So again, I'm not sure whether I should take it to StitchCon or not, and so that way I could just finish it, and then I'm good.
Go ring the bell. Ding ding ding.
Yep. And it's about 250 stitches, so it's going to be, I mean, it's not that much. One of my other ones, I think I have 400 stitches in, so that I need to do, which I can take all those, but I've already got my idea of what I'm stitching, and at StitchCon, and I'm not sure if I want to do, I think I already have 6, and so that's already 2 per day, and so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's what I'm trying to bring is 2 per day, but anyway. Okay,
I mean, I already have that. Do I want to do 3 per day so that way I could get a finish?
Well, they're pretty long days over there, so.
Yeah. I don't
see
know.
How much room's left in the suitcase, huh?
Well, we have a huge suitcase.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about it, because my stuff's not packed at all in any of those.
What's going in the other suitcase?
I still got clothes and.
What's going in the other suitcase?
My
You're doing less clothes to be able to bring your stitching because the other box is mine. The other one is mine. Plus half of yours.
All right, so Magazine Monthly again. Sweets was the acrostic. So for T, I had to change this up because I had turning leaves listed twice, so I scratched out the second turning leaves and put in Twisted Pumpkin. And this is by Carriage House Samplings. Here's where it was before. And I started this late last year. I think it was like November last year. And I got this fabric just for this project. Here's where we're at. And this is on 40 count Midas by Picture This Plus. And I love this orange, and that black just really, really pops. And the gray comes out really good. The darker gray comes out really good. But I'm finishing off this pumpkin, which is a lot more black. So once I get that pumpkin done, majority of the black is done. I still got some crows to put in. And then if you can see, there's an outline for a moon here. The moon's in black up here. And then there's a sleeping mouse somewhere down there. But I mean, majority, overall, the 310 will be done once I get that pumpkin done, because the rest of it doesn't quite equate to as much as what's in this tree. But yeah, I did about 600 stitches over the last couple days on that. That's what I worked on this weekend, and really happy with the way this is coming along. So I can't wait to put the speck of white in around the pumpkin, and then there's a gray that comes down the tree that's really gonna bring this together. So really, really happy with this cross stitch, this pattern.
Do you know about how many stitches you have left?
I'm only about 40% done.
Oh wow. Okay.
Or maybe 50.
Okay.
I didn't quite look.
Then not anytime soon.
No, this is not going to be done quick. But I mean, every time I pick it up, it's like 1,000 stitches in no time because it's just big blocks of color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. My next one is Pomegranate Santa / Pomegranate Ornament, because I have to do both. here's where the ornament was before. And this one's finished. And this one that I'm giving to my mom is...
It's almost there.
There's a thread being worked on. But that's almost there. And then my pomegranate Santa, here's where it was before.
I don't know if you had it before.
And here, maybe not.
I think it was just the ornament last time.
No, it was both. And then here's where it is now. And this is on, look at that, vintage country Mocha. 32 count linen. And I am done.
Cool.
Are you done?
No, I got one more.
What?
Well, I thought we were about done. And I picked up my bobby pin. This is Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives. And every time I grab this pin, I'm all, hey, my bobby pin. Just always crack up at myself on that.
Because he's funny.
Because I'm funny. And this was the E in one of the E's in Sweet, and I worked on Where To. This was in her Halloween box last year. I don't think she's going to do one this year. She's got puppies and stuff that she's having fun with now, so I don't think she's going to have the time to put another one in.
Yeah, but the puppies are coming in end of June.
Somewhere around
Maybe
there.
July.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
Here's where it was before. And I'm doing this on everything that came in the box, which is Devil's Claw 28 count linen by Stitch Me.
Now, why do you have it for the E?
It's not on here yet because I haven't gone down, but here's where I am now. And the E is for Elm Street. And because actually on here, there's Elm Street. And yeah, so I got one more picket in, another picket outlined. Once I'm going to outline the rest of the pickets and then come up and put the words in the top two pickets and then fill in the third picket, put the words in. So that way I'm not too far behind on all the back stitch in the signs. So basically I got those top two done. I got the outline of the third one done. I'll do these three outlines and then I'll come up, do the back stitching, fill this one in, do the back stitching, fill that one in, do the back stitching, rinse and repeat. You know, I figure that's a good approach. That way I don't do all the back stitching at the end. And yeah, so I almost forgot about that one.
Are you going to change the amount of miles to the places?
I've thought about it. I think I will. So
because she did it from her...
I think from her house.
From her house.
Yeah.
And so she was...
If there's room for that many miles, since we're all the way over on the West Coast.
Yeah, we're a little farther away than everybody else.
But,
or than her.
Yeah, where most of those places are at.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wrap for that. And just a little heads up. I know I didn't have a lot. I did knock off basically 3 on my cross stick for Magazine Monthly, but I am taking Defender of the Seas that you saw. I'm going to try to finish that there. So that's one still. That's why I haven't put in my total stitches in yet. But I'm also taking Churning Leaves, which is on my list, and the Monster Bunch, which is on my list. Which, when we get back from StitchCon, that leaves me 2 projects to work on, which would be Frogworts and the 31st block. So I think I'm doing pretty good for Magazine Monthly to hit all the targets and hopefully have some extra time at the end of the month this month. Last month I didn't have very much extra time, but hopefully have extra time this month to pull out some more random stuff that I haven't stitched on in a while.
I want to point out this. This is a Pikmin. If you know, you know. If you want to be friends with me, let me know. I send you my friend code. He's so cute. He's so cute. Our son went to Nintendo in San Francisco.
The new Nintendo store, yeah.
And brought us back some goodies.
Yeah. He got me a new Mario hat, so I got a new hat, but...
Yep. But I like my Pikmin.
I think your Pikmin's pretty cool. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's going to be a wrap for this Flosstube. So next one, we'll have some clips from Flosstube. We'll be back from Flosstube. We'll have a lot of stitching done. Or not Flosstube. What am I talking about? StitchCon. But yeah, we'll probably have some pictures, maybe some video. I don't know. I'm really bad when it comes to that. I get there and then I don't take pictures.
Yeah, so. we're in the moment.
Yeah,
so.
I always forget, but I'll try. I'll try to get some pictures and get.
Maybe I'll beat him again.
Yeah, maybe. So.
Last time I played a game that he didn't know we were playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's how I win.
Yep.
And like Monopoly, I win anyway. Yeah. But yeah, so I took a bunch of pictures with everybody, and I said that I was playing the game, but he didn't know, and so I won.
I didn't know. She got more pictures with people than I did, but didn't know we were playing a game, so, you know.
Yep.
It's all good.
I liked it.
It's all good.
I like winning.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheating. But I like winning.
I'm trying to cut you off because...
Because you don't like hearing about how much you lose?
No, because you cheat. Cheater.
I might tell you a game that I'm playing, but I don't know what game I'm playing yet. Anyway, if you see us at StitchCon, let us know. We got some goodies.
Limited quantities.
Yeah, limited quantities. So, I mean, there's not that many people that love us, that want our goodies. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, come find us.
Yep. All right. I got to wrap this up and get to bed. So, with that said, happy stitching, everybody, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Bye.
Bye.